Shalom everyone, Adonai Oz La'amo Yiten, and with that strength, Adonai Yevarech et Amo V'Shalom, Parashat Balak, Tafshin Pei. We are all familiar with the story of Parashat Balak. Am Yisrael is on their way to Eretz Yisrael. Balak, the king of Moab, brings Bil'am to curse Am Yisrael to try and stop them. But Hashem, instead of cursing Am Yisrael, enabling Bil'am to curse Am Yisrael, Hashem puts blessings into Bil'am's mouth. So we all know the story, but we don't usually take the time to try and understand what Bil'am said in his speeches. There are 4 speeches that Bil'am gives in Parashat Balak. And think about it, if Hashem is putting the blessing into his mouth, it's worthwhile to try and understand what Hashem is telling us through Bil'am. So let's take a quick look at the 4th and final speech of Bil'am in Parashat Balak. Bil'am at this point does not try to curse Am Yisrael anymore. He just comes straight out and says to Balak, I'm going to tell you what Am Yisrael is going to do to your nation, Moab, in Acharit Ha'emim, at the end of days. There's going to be a great star, Darach Kochav mi Yaakov, a great star from Yaakov who will rise and will be very influential, and he will crush Moab. But he doesn't only speak about Moab, the nation of Balak. He also says that Amalek will be destroyed and Edom will be put down. What is common to these different nations? That they all try to stop Am Yisrael on their way, to get in the way of Am Yisrael on their journey from Mitzrayim to Eretz Yisrael. But Bil'am also mentions another nation positively, and that is the Keni. And he says about the Keni that they will be very strong, they will dwell in strong and high places. Who are the Keni? For example, Moshe Rabbeinu's father-in-law, Yitro, is from the Keni. Yael in Sefer Shoftim, her husband, is from the Keni. So the Keni show us again and again that they have a constructive relationship with Am Yisrael. They help Am Yisrael, and they receive blessing. And this is what Bil'am is saying to Balak. If you try to go against Am Yisrael, we will have to fight against you and put you down. But if you work constructively with Am Yisrael, not only will we not cause you any damage, we will bring you blessing. And this is the story of Am Yisrael from the beginning of Am Yisrael, from Avraham Avinu. Hashem says to Avraham, I am sending you to bring blessing of Nivrechu V'cha Kol Mishpechot Ha'adama. I want you to be a blessing for all nations. But if you are evil like Sodom, you will be destroyed. The same thing we find in the prophets. Yeshayahu and Micha both speak about other nations coming to the house of Hashem, to Yerushalayim, to Beit HaMikdash, and they ask for guidance from Hashem how to live their lives, and Hashem will guide them, and there will be universal peace. But Micha, contrary to Yeshayahu, after they both use very similar words, Micha says, what will be peace? If someone rises against us, we will put them down. Why does Micha have to say this? Apparently there will be 2 kinds of nations. Those who truly want the guidance of Hashem and come to be peaceful with Am Yisrael will receive the blessing of peace together with Am Yisrael. Those who will try to rise against Am Yisrael will have to be put down. Also in Rambam, where he describes Yemot HaMashiach, he says that the nations will accept the leadership of the king of Israel because they will see how great and righteous he is, and those who will rise up against us will be put down. If they see the greatness of the king of Israel, why do they rise up against him? Apparently it's the same idea. There are those who see the greatness and the righteousness of the king of Israel and work with Am Yisrael, and there are those who don't accept it, who try to go against it, and they will have to be put down. So this is the story of Am Yisrael throughout the ages and today as well. We have no interest in causing harm to anyone. We don't want to go to war with anyone. We just have a very deep desire, like Hashem said to us from Avraham Avinu, bring blessing to the world. This is what we want to do. But if you try to hurt Am Yisrael, you're not just hurting us, you're hurting the blessing that Hashem wants to bring to the world. And we will have to win, we have to go to war, and Hashem will give us victory over those nations who try to stop the blessing from coming to the world. This is our desire today as well. We are not interested in wars. We don't want to be haughty. We don't want to be greater than anyone. We want to bring blessing to the whole world. And please be with us. Form a good relationship with Am Yisrael. And then we will try, and we always do bring a blessing to other nations. If you try to put us down, we have to go to war, and Hashem will give us victory. But again, the depth of our desire is just to be good, to bring mercy, to bring blessing to all the nations, bring the blessing of Hashem to all of the world, from the beginning of Am Yisrael until the end of the days. This is the desire, and this is what Am Yisrael will do. This is a message from the words of Bil'am in Parashat Balak. Shabbat Shalom.